Hi, welcome to the channel. Today is the first day of 18th chapter, that is how your subconscious removes mental blocks. Let's start. What can you do if you are faced with a difficult situation and you cannot see the way out? The solution lies within the problem. Every question implies its own answer. The infinite intelligence within your subconscious mind knows all and sees all. It has the answer and is revealing it to you now, but you must listen. You must follow the urgings of your subconscious mind with perfect confidence. Once you achieve this new mental attitude that the creative intelligence within you is bringing about a happy solution, you will find the answer you seek. Rest assured that such an attitude of mind will bring order, peace, and meaning to all your undertakings. How to break or build a habit? We are all creatures of habit. Habit is a function of our subconscious mind. We learned to swim, ride a bicycle, dance, and drive a car by consciously doing these things over and over again until they established tracks in our subconscious minds. Then the automatic habit action of the subconscious mind took over. This is sometimes referred to as second nature, that is, the reaction of the subconscious mind to the thinking and acting that makes up our first nature. If we create our own habits, it follows that we are free to choose good habits or bad habits. If you repeat a negative thought or act over a period of time, you will place yourself under the compulsion of a habit. The law of your subconscious is compulsion. How how he broke a bad habit. When Bob J came to me, he was close to despair. I have lost my job, my wife, and my family to drink. He told me, my wife won't even speak to me on the phone. She won't let me see our daughter, and I don't know where to turn. Have you tried to stop drinking? I asked. Of course I have, he said, lots of time, and I have stopped too for a little while. Then I get an uncontrollable urge, and the next thing I know, I am coming off a 2 week bender. It's terrible. Time and again, these experiences had occurred to this unfortunate man. He realized that binge drinking had become a habit, and he saw that he had to change the habit and establish a new one. However, his continued efforts to suppress his cravings made matters only worse. His repeated failures convinced him that he was hopeless and powerless to control his urge. Obsession, this idea of being powerless, operated as a tremendous suggestion to his subconscious mind and aggravated, aggravated his weakness, making his life a succession of failures. I taught him to harmonize the function of the conscious and subconscious mind. When these two cooperate, the idea or desire implanted in the subconscious mind is realized. His reasoning mind agreed that if the old habit path or track had carried him into trouble, he could consciously form a new path to freedom, sobriety, and peace of mind. He knew that while his destructive habit had become automatic, he had acquired it through his conscious choice. He realized that if he had been conditioned negatively, he also could be conditioned positively. As a result, he stopped thinking that he was powerless to overcome the habit. He achieved a clear understanding that there was no obstacle to his healing other than his own thought. Therefore, there was no occasion for great mental effort or mental coercion. The power of his mental picture. Bob began to make a practice of relaxing his body and getting into a drowsy meditative state. Then he filled his mind with the picture of the desired end, knowing his subconscious mind could bring it about the easiest way. He imagined his daughter giving him a welcoming hug and saying, "Oh, Daddy, it's so wonderful to have you home again." Regularly, systematically, he sat down and meditated in this way. When his attention wandered, he made it a habit to immediately recall the mental picture of his daughter with her smile and the scene of his home enlivened by her cheerful voice. All this brought about a reconditioning of his mind. It was a gradual process. He kept it up. He preserved, knowing that sooner or later he would establish a new habit pattern in his subconscious mind. I told him that he could liken his conscious mind to a camera, that his subconscious mind was a sensitive plate on which he registered and impressed the picture. This made a profound impression on him. His whole aim became to firmly impress the picture on his mind and develop it through there. Films are developed in the dark, likewise, mental pictures are developed in the dark room of the subconscious mind. Focused attention. Bob understood that his conscious mind was like a camera, so he used no effort. There was no mental struggle. He quietly adjusted his thoughts and focused his attention on the scene before him until he gradually identified with the picture. He became absorbed in the mental atmosphere, repeating the mental movie frequently. There was no room for doubt that a healing would follow. When there was any temptation to drink, he would switch his imagination from any thoughts of drinking to the feeling of being at home with his family. He was successful because he confidently expected the experience, the picture he was developing in his mind. Today, he is sober, reunited with his family, successful in his career, and radiantly happy. She said Jinx was following her. For the last 3 months, I have been running into one roadblock after another. I really think I have got Jinx following me. Root B was the founder of a firm that handles billing and record keeping for professionals. Her company was very successful at first, but then something changed. I don't get it, she told me. Suddenly, it's as if all the doors that were opening to me are jammed shut. Time after time, I bring potential clients right to the point of signing on the dotted line. Then at the 11th hour, they back out. What's going on? How long have you had this problem? I asked. Like I said, about 3 months, she replied, since the middle of April. Curious, I asked, what makes you so sure about that date? Did anything in particular happen then? She scolded. You better believe it. I was making a pitch to a certain orthodontist. I am not going to say his name, but if your kid has braces, you probably know him. I laid it all out. I showed him how much time and effort and money he had saved it for. Saved it. My output handled all his clerical skirt work. He saw the scene, the sense of it, and made a verbal commitment. But when I mailed him the contract, first he stalled, then he backed out. And after that, I probed. It started happening over and over. Ruth said. For a moment, she covered her eyes. I am Jinx. There's no other explanation. Yes, there is. I told her. I explained that her irritation and resentment toward the orthodontist had given her a subconscious belief that other prospective clients would also back out on her. This belief set up a pattern of frustration, hostility, and obstacles she gradually built up in her mind and expectation of last minute cancellations. Once this was impressed upon her subconscious mind, it began to bring about the conditions she dreaded, and each successive failure strengthened the conviction that she was doomed to fail. She has established a vicious circle. As we continued to talk, Ruth began to see that the trouble was in her own mind. She realized that the cure was to change her mental attitude. She began to meditate in this manner. I realize I am one with the infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind, which knows no obstacle, difficulty, or delay. I live in the joyous expectancy of the best. My deeper mind responds to my thoughts. I know that the work of the infinite power of my subconscious cannot be hindered. Infinite intelligence always finishes successfully whatever it begins. Creative wisdom works through me, bringing all my plans and purposes to completion. Whatever I start, I bring to a successful conclusion. My aim in life is to give a wonderful service, and all those whom I contact are blessed by what I have to offer. All my work comes to full fruition in divine order. She repeated this prayer every morning before going to call on her customers. She also prayed each night before going to sleep. In a short time, she had established a new habit pattern in her subconscious mind. Soon, she was once again successful in convincing prospective clients to sign up with her company. All thought of being the victim of jinx was forgotten. How much do you want what you want? A young man once asked Socrates, how could get wisdom? Come with me. Socrates replied. He took the lad to a river and shoved his head underwater. He held in there until the boy struggled for air. Then he let him go. Once the boy regained his composure, Socrates asked him, "What did you desire most when your head was underwater?" "I wanted air," the boy told him. Socrates nodded slowly. "When you want wisdom as much as you wanted air when you were immersed in the water," he said, "you will receive it. In the same way, when you have an intense, sincere desire to overcome a certain block in your life, you come to a clear-cut decision that there is a way out. You confidently decide that is the course of you wish to follow, then victory and triumph are assured. If you really want peace of mind and inner calm, you will get it. It doesn't matter how unjustly you have been treated, or how unfair the boss has been, or what a mean scoundrel someone has proved to be. All this makes no difference to you when you awaken to your mental and spiritual powers. You know what you want, and you will definitely refuse to let the thief's heart of hatred, anger, hostility, and ill will rob you of peace, harmony, health, and happiness. Once you learn the habit of identifying your thoughts immediately with your aim in life, you cease to become upset by people, conditions, news, and events. Your aim is peace, health, inspiration, harmony, and abundance. Feel a river of peace flowing through you now. Your thought is the immaterial and invisible power, and you choose to let it bless, inspire, and give you peace. Okay, we will start why he could not be healed in the next session. If you are new on the channel, subscribe the channel and press bell icon so that you will get notification about all new videos upload. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.